Everyone's so quiet before I even start. Why are you all so quiet?
We never know when we're going to get ambushed by. What's up, everyone?
Oh, I forgot to.
Did you guys see the Super Bowl?
Nah.
Hell yeah!
What'd you think about the trailers?
I missed most of them. So I look forward to hearing.
I caught most of them, avoided one of them.
What'd you avoid?
I think the only one I didn't watch was the Project Hail Mary one, because at this point I haven't.
You're either going to see it or you're not.
I'm going to see it. I don't need to get the whole plot, you know. Then I guess the one I missed but watched in hindsight was the Supergirl one, because I played during that played during the Puppy Bowl, which we missed. But
so not the Super Bowl then, the Puppy Bowl.
Because that's not what he asked.
It's the Puppy Bowl preceding the Super Bowl. It's the Super Bowl of puppies.
We know what it is, Ed. Everyone knows what the Puppy Bowl is.
Okay, but it's like the whole package, all right? Like the precedings, it would drop one of the bigger trailers before the actual Super Bowl.
Does this include
all that to say
commercials
is,
that happened during the Kid Rock concert too? Is that what you're saying?
Ed, you were saying you flipped over.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh. I don't know if I have the streaming site of whatever Turning Point USA is.
Yeah, you do. You have a year subscription, you said.
On Amazon, you just buy all those services when you're on Amazon.
That channel. Yeah, I get that channel. I thought overall it was lackluster, no? Aside from Cliff Booth.
Not too impressed.
Cliff Booth was the nice surprise of it all.
Mm-hmm.
I would not have had that on my bingo card, you know what I mean? But I'm glad they did. But otherwise, pretty tame. Not a single MCU movie, obviously.
What did I say? What did I fucking say last week on the podcast?
What do you want? Right, what do you want me to say?
You guys both owe me 2 beers. 2 beers from both of you. You owe me.
Did we say that?
Yeah, you did.
All right.
You remember, right, Miguel? You remember everything that's said on this podcast.
I do.
Right.
I go back and I listen to it 2 or 3 times too. What kind of beer you want, huh? You want a beer? I'll give you 2 of them. All right.
Was it beer or whiskey?
You give me whiskey, you give me Makers, and then you get me
Makers. All right.
Yeah, Makers Mark, and then Miguel, you get me some sort of, I don't know. What's a hazy that you're drinking now?
Oh, well, right now I'm drinking the Sierra Nevada Hazy Little Thing. Okay.
Oh, the hazy little thing. Yeah, I like that.
I love this beer.
Make it 2 cases of that, and we'll call it even.
I got you, bro.
The whole trailers were lackluster. The whole, the only one that obviously Adventures of Cliff Booth was. Let's talk about that, because I felt like this answered a lot of questions about whether or not what David Fincher's look was going to be, especially for a movie like this that was coming after Tarantino, and it's definitely the feeling of
a David Fincher film.
Doing the dark digital look, but he's also trying to imitate. You know what I mean? Or he's playing. He's trying to live in the same universe that this grimy grindhouse little thing that Tarantino would be.
I was gonna say. I was gonna say it was a David Fincher movie with the the deliberate grubbiness of Grindhouse or Planet Terror, with the scratched film and the grainy, it looks like the grainy filter is put on it a little bit, again shot in the Fincher way, but then the filter over it. But interesting. What did you guys think? Yeah, Miguel, you're looking forward to this one?
I did. This is the one I'm looking forward to. One of them that I'm looking forward to this year. You guys know me. I loved Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I was telling you guys, my first impression was just it looks like Fincher in a good way. I do think it's interesting. Someone shared in the chat just a minute ago, the comparisons between the two, between Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and this one. Shout out Ed, always doing the Lord's work. And it is a bit of a bummer that it's not bright and bumpy like the original, but it's an interesting take. And I like David Fincher. I like the movies he's done. So I'm curious to see how this will feel, And it's going to Netflix, or they're going to theaters first?
I imagine they'll try and get a theatrical pull out of it.
But I'm sure Netflix is going to want to be like, this is a Netflix movie, and then we'll give you like 2 weeks. You know,
they've not done the last couple of Fincher movies fair justice, in my opinion. Netflix, as far as The Killer and Mank are concerned.
I have to say,
I did see both in theaters, but obviously I'm a person who goes out of their way.
You consistently
abandon your job to go see these movies. Like, you're going to get fired.
This might be the first like Netflix movie that I do go see in theaters, like where they do that theatrical run first, if I get lucky enough to have one here. I mean, actually, this might be the first one to go do that. So I didn't actually see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood in theaters. Can you believe that? As much as I love that movie, doesn't that suck? So
a little bit.
Yeah, it's fucking awful. If they ever do a re-release, I'm there day one. But yeah, this one I'll probably go see, and that'll be the first Netflix in the theaters for me. So
no, you saw K-pop Demon Hunters, didn't you?
Well, I mean, like in the like the opening run of the movie, instead of waiting for it to come to Netflix, I'll actively seek it out this time.
I'm trying to poke a hole in your logic there. Like I was thinking The Irishman, but I know you watched that retroactively.
Nope.
Yeah.
Go on, Ed.
All right. No, I'm lost. I'm stunned.
Sorry.
Can't. You're right.
What do you guys think about that
right.
wig? What do you guys think about that wig on him compared to? I feel like the one in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood looked better than what it looks right now.
Maybe.
But that's like a crazy superficial take. You know what I mean? Like that's obviously like who cares?
But,
you know, the movie might be different and better.
Well,
but like that was the only thing. Yeah. It's like it's hard to not compare the two. You know,
I mean,
and if you notice, you notice. Kind of.
What if someone decided to pick up Nolan's Batman third movie? Nolan didn't do it, someone else did it, and they gave him floppy ears instead of the pointy ears. Wouldn't you be like, that takes me out of it? That doesn't look the same. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, that's a pretty big Batman feature that they would have like. No, let's change the whole fucking lore.
Let's fuck it up.
I'm just saying, fuck it.
No, floppy ears.
I don't know. I've got it playing. I don't think it's like totally noticeable, and maybe that's just because of the darkness of the trailer. You know, it's like almost like a Chinatown noir kind of look.
A noir, yeah. It's not that like coolness that was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Sure,
you know, like him hanging at the back of the car. Fucking.
It actually felt like of a time. Yeah. I did want to point or just like shout out. I'm glad Elizabeth Debicki is in this. I love Elizabeth Debicki.
Love our girl, Lizzie.
And you've
Debicki.
got Timothy Oliphant, Yahya Abdul Mateen II. There's someone else
from freaking Wonder Man.
Yeah, easy boy.
Damn.
And Timothy Oliphant.
Josh O'Connor's in this because he would be. He's like, oh, I'm here too.
Hey, fuck you, Ed.
He's British too. What the fuck?
Well, I mean, hey, he's been doing the Ratatouille Linguini voice for a bit. He did it for Mastermind. He did it for the Dead Man's Chest. No, Wake Me Up, Dead Man.
You can cook, and I can't.
I just saw that movie recently. I'm like, God damn, that sounds like Josh. Like, it's just crazy. Like,
I mean, it's like the average like British person doing an American accent, but it just somehow works because I think people have already envisioned Josh O'Connor as Linguini, and it happens to be one of his favorite films, which doesn't help.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Adventures of Cliff Booth coming to Netflix soon. I'm glad you didn't see Project Hail Mary because that one actually was like, whoa, I'm getting a lot of information from this trailer. Like, I didn't realize.
I was afraid of that.
When they said it was the final trailer.
I thought it was a different movie now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is the movie.
Like Up or not so
just
much?
Different.
Just
like,
more.
Okay.
I thought we were going to the left, and it's like, no, we're over here on the right. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's this kind of movie. It's not that kind of movie. Like, yeah, it's like, oh, okay.
And see, that's why, I mean, just another example of like why I try to watch the teaser and the first trailer and be done with a movie trailer. You know, like these last ones, I don't really understand. I guess it's like we have to tell you everything so you can decide if you want to see this movie or not. But it's like, I was already kind of intrigued by the mystery of it. on after the first trailer. It was like, if I'm going to see this, this is it, you know?
Yeah.
So I skipped that one when I saw it on the come across the TV. I was like, I don't like watching the final trailer.
Yeah.
Like, name one final trailer that's really ever like served the movie, you know, more than I'm just trying to put butts in seats, you know?
It's usually that first trailer that's like really good, you know?
Dude,
like the teaser trailer, the teaser, sure, but like it's never the second trailer.
When I think of that progression, though, one thing that always comes to mind, because he generally knows how to navigate a trailer, is The Dark Knight from. Because like that teaser trailer was the ultimate teaser trailer. The first trailer was like the
Just
ultimate like badass trailer.
You just heard the laughing of the Joker.
Yeah, exactly.
That was enough.
Enough. That's all you needed. You're like, that's Heath Ledger. What?
That's the laugh that we're getting. Okay, and then it has like the light.
The final trailer of that one just got you so fucking pumped, you know. And like I said, to Nolan's credit, is like it never gives. You feel like you're getting a lot, but it's not. It doesn't give you everything, you know.
The Nolan Batman movies were like the last time I kind of was actively trying to watch as many trailers as possible because I was just so excited for the movie. I wanted to see every little clip I could.
I messed up, dude.
Now I don't do that.
I messed up hard because I watched that Dark Knight trailer like the most times out of any movie I've ever seen. And then I went and saw the movie, and you know, in trailers they'll like, it's not all the same takes. You know, it's like they'll use different takes, or it won't even be in the movie.
Yeah,
right. And so, like, I got like the musicality of it down. It's like, and then I watched the movie, and it's like, like they say it completely different. I'm like, whoa, that's not the trailer. Whoa, that's not the trailer. And so when I first saw it, I kind of got a little bit like, my feathers got a little ruffled.
Totally.
And then after a while, it was fine. But that was like, that taught me a lesson to never obsess over a trailer.
You're so right. Like when you can close your eyes and you can like watch the trailer in your brain because you've seen it so many times and you know all the beats. And I love you talked about like the musicality of the dialogue. And then when it doesn't sing the way you want it to, you're like, oh. But then it's like, okay,
the trailer
this
was
is
better.
different.
Yeah.
You don't want to say
trailer,
that, you know.
The way that they say it, it's like it almost is a button to that moment. It's like, come and get me. And then in the movie, it's like, come and get me. And it's like, what the fuck? That's not how you sounded earlier. You know, you sound so casual in the movie. And the other one, you sounded way epic, you know?
Yeah. I'm thinking of like Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. That was like a trailer I definitely obsessed over. But there's like an end line where like Harrison delivers it differently from the final cut in the movie, and when they show it in the final cut, I was just like, "That's the one they went with."
Yeah,
like Patu.
Like it's like change the scene around a little bit if you need to kind of like subvert my expectations. But if you've already built up this like line, you know. The fucking Justice League, Joss Whedon Justice League movie. There was like a couple of really great lines in the trailer. And then because of all of the reshoots and everything, Zack Snyder to Joss Whedon, it's just like, why did we make this change at all? Like there was the line where Batman shows up in like this crawler tank thing and the battle in the sewer. And in the trailer, you know, he's like, my turn, which is like a little hokey, but it's like, okay, it works. But they changed the line in the Joss Whedon movie to be like, sorry guys, I didn't bring a sword. And it's like, oh my God, that's awful. Fucking awful dialogue. And poor Ben Affleck deserves so much better.
He's like, yeah, I'm done with Batman.
I fucking would be too. It was god awful, that line. I remember being like,
that's not the last thing that he's really done. That's like, and then he went away.
I mean,
it was
basically,
I don't remember the thing after Justice League.
The Rip.
The Rip.
No.
He did. He directed that one movie. We own. No, it was like something of night.
Did he do like a movie like in a house? Like it was just like all done in a house.
Oh, and he did that one with Ana de Armas.
Yeah, he did. I'd sign up for that one too.
Mm-hmm.
I saw clips.
I was going to retire, but then Ana de Armas.
He's done a lot of Duncan.
He did The Last Duel, which was great.
Yeah,
he was actually really good in that.
That one was really good.
Wait, Joss Whedon did The Last Duel?
No, he's talking about Ben Affleck.
Oh, I'm talking about Jaws, Sweden.
Oh, well,
What's
yeah.
the last thing
He
he
also
did?
got like cancelled too.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that really was kind of it.
That was the last thing. It's like, damn, you did Avengers, but you fucked up Justice League.
You're done.
And then Minions was like, hey, you want to go see this trailer? Fuck you. Go online.
Yeah.
And then your son was like, let's go online.
Yeah, he immediately, that was like the first time he finally locked into the Super Bowl. And then he was like, Minions. And then it was like, go look up the trailer online or whatever. And he was like, look it up. I was like, chill, bro. It's like, we'll go watch it. I don't know if we probably have by now gone and seen it, but
Right.
I was just like, great. I guess they're making another one. He's like, and this one has monsters in it. And I was like, cool.
That's the title, Minions and Monsters.
Yeah, I was like, sweet, dude. Like, I hope you enjoy it. I'm so tired of fucking Minions movies, dude. But hey, they make $1 billion, you know?
Yeah. This is the third one. Third Minions. And then I think there's been, what, 4 or 5
Despicable Me's? Yeah.
4?
And then, like, The Rise of Gru or something.
And for some reason, we've seen them all. I'm so tired.
I'm quite fluent with the Minions. Speaking of, like, animated, there was also the Super Mario Galaxy trailer.
Oh, yeah. Love it. Definitely looking forward to that one. We're seeing that one.
Lily locked into that one. But yeah, no, I imagine we will go see it. I think this is the thing about, like, I didn't care. I know you guys like that movie more than I did, but visually, I'm on board with it. I think it's a great looking animated film based on, you know, obviously the pre-existing characters. But I think there is so much that they could do with it. I just hope it gives it a bit more substance this time. That makes it a little bit more fun. Like, yes, it was fun, but it was like surface level.
It was surface level for sure. It looks beautiful, but like
it looks great. Yeah.
Also, the fact that there's a Safdie brother in this next one is crazy to me. Like, what a casting choice is to like, well, let's put a Safdie brother in as Bowser Jr. Like, what?
Bowser
That's
Jr.
the craziest thing.
They're having fun with it. And that's like a day one for us. We're going to go see that opening weekend for sure.
That's adorable. And then I don't know. I just feel like, and then the rest of the Super Bowl ads, there wasn't anything that really stuck out to me except nothing.
Really? If we're talking about just like commercials now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. No, I do hear you there. I've got 1 or 2 though that I really did quite enjoy, and they probably won't surprise you.
I'll just say. We'll probably beat a dead horse because the internet has just like already said all of this, but many AI commercials and like use our AI service, but then even a couple like the Svedka vodka commercial was like totally AI, and it was this is yucky, this is syrupy, this is gross, I don't like it at all.
Hey, you got to use the right term. It was AI slop.
It was sloppy, boy. All right. Yeah. And I'm just like, every other company was like, use our AI. And it was like, okay, do you have anything fun to sell us this year? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like,
seriously,
you know,
it seems like it's cool. Like not the world, but like some of the cultures kind of cooled off in AI a little bit. They're like, okay, this is pretty bland and basic. Yeah. And people are wanting more. Yeah, analog things, which is good to know, because there's it's like when we were younger, we went like, oh, well, I want to listen to my music on vinyls now, and there was a period where we like rebelled and we went back to old tech, and so I feel like when you grow up with all this tech all the time, you're like, no, let me like feel something.
I've said it before. I'm about to pivot hard into like physical media. I saw someone posted on PlayStation today that was like, are you going to buy Grand Theft Auto 6 digital or physical? And they were like begging people, please buy it physical, because, the industry is like wants everyone to buy digital so they can go straight to digital and just license you the game and you don't actually own it. And I was like, fuck, they got me thinking about that. So I'm like, yeah, physical all the way. Ed, you said you like some of these commercials. Which ones did you like?
2 in particular.
I want to hear them.
Okay, the first one, like I said, will be no surprise, but I did get a kick out of the Emma Stone and Yorgo Lanthimos trailer for Squarespace, right?
But you watched that before.
If you didn't know that was Yorgos Lanthimos, would you still have liked it?
Yeah, I think so. It's very dramatic and visually quite appealing.
Yeah.
Like, as Emma Stone, whatever. I like the irony of it.
And are you excited for Emma Stone and Yorgos Lanthimos to make their next 3 movies together?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Miguel.
I haven't been disappointed yet. How about that?
Yorgos Lanthimos and Emma Stone, more movies. What do you think?
Just more of them that I won't see, probably.
Wonderful. What was the second ad that you saw that you liked?
I really enjoyed the Hellman's Mayonnaise commercial with Andy Samberg and Elle Fanning.
Kristen, at the end of that, I wasn't paying attention, and she goes, "That's who that is?" It's like it clicked with her right at the end of the commercial. And she was like, "Did you see that?" And I was like, "No." So we rewound it because we have YouTube TV now. So we were able to just like scoot back and watch it.
You're one of those.
Sorry.
I'm kidding. That's the majority of the world is on YouTube TV.
I had to get like a service to watch some of these playoff games, and then I'm just stuck with it for a month because I accidentally paid for it for another month. So here we are.
No, it's good.
Hey, can I tell you guys
mayonnaise?
The commercial.
I just added it to the doc, but it's basically Andy Samberg riffing on Sweet Caroline, but about mayonnaise. He's a guy who's been locked in a deli trying to put mayonnaise on everybody's sandwiches and stuff.
Right.
And Elle Fanning is just a humble customer.
Elle Fanning. The Elle Renaissance.
Sign me up.
You know? They were just like, "Hey, Elle, you want to be in this mayonnaise commercial with us? Why not? Why not?" I got a good chuckle out of it. It makes me wish Andy Samberg was doing more stuff, I guess. I don't know. Like, I know he's got the podcast and stuff, but I don't know.
After you guys
give
watch
me a variety show.
After you guys watch that, I'm sending you this link right now to Mr. Mayonnaise from Game Changer. You guys watch that clip later, okay? That's hilarious.
Okay. Game Changers.
That one, and you know what, Ed? Someone made a comment that the good commercials this year were all the ones that were like trying to sell you something, as opposed to use our AI so we can like data farm, you know?
Yeah, or it's like the weight loss pills and shit like that.
What you guys think? Should I get on that? Huh? They got it in a pill now.
Yeah.
I'd have to stab myself. Great.
That's pretty crazy.
Sign me up.
But I felt like it was weird coming away. I was like, was Hellman's Mayo the best commercial?
It was definitely one of the better
for
ones.
me. It was. I think so. I got a good laugh out of it. Number one, it didn't make me want to get Hellman's mayonnaise, but
no, you're a Duke's.
Maybe want a sandwich. I'm a Duke's fella. That's right.
Duke's mayonnaise.
Duke's mayonnaise, man, is the best.
It's a yellow jar. Okay.
Yellow jar, classic looking.
Duke's mayonnaise. Looking it up. Big supporter of ICE.
Trump.
We sponsor ICE.
You're like, oh shit.
It looks like they changed their cover to red here. Okay, so red.
There was one commercial at this house that was an absolute hit. And it was the Budweiser commercial where the bird falls out of the nest and the pony like dries it from the rain. He like stands over it to cover it from the rain. And then it ends up being an eagle, right? Like it learns to fly and then it jumps off the horse and you realize it's an eagle. At one point, right as that bird takes flight, I happened to look over and Kristen was bawling. And I was like, "Are you good?" She was like, "He was a little baby and now he's it was an eagle all along." And I was like, okay, like it's a Budweiser commercial. I wasn't expecting you to be so like locked into this. And she was just
was from this year?
That was this year, yeah. Because you know the Budweiser, there's always some sort of horse commercial.
I thought that was the
no, brother, it was this one, trust me.
Because he jumps and then the wings come out. It looks like a Pegasus, and then the eagle comes behind. And then they did a clever thing where after that commercial, they cut to the Super Bowl game, and you got to see the horse and the eagle on the sidelines.
Yeah.
So the bird flies in, and then he's like, "I'm actually real."
Well, Post Malone was in another Bud Light keg.
Bud Light, yes.
Yeah, Bud Light. There's not Budweiser.
There's a Budweiser.
Oh,
I know you're not. You don't know alcohol that well, but there's two different distinct brands. Okay.
She made us. She made us pause the game and watch it again. That's how much she was like, run it back. And
and
then in bed that night, she was like watching it again on her phone, and I was like, I don't know, like this feels like, like MAGA coded, it's like American and like beer and Budweiser and this and that. She was like, no, Miguel. She's like, this is like anti-MAGA. This is like empathy and love and like spread your wings. And I was like, okay, babe. All right. I love this. That's not what I got from it, but I'm glad that it resonated,
Absolutely.
Ed said the same thing about the mayonnaise commercial, like tears in his eyes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm watching this Budweiser one right now. It is quite
stirring.
It's quite stirring.
It's a little bird in the mud and it's crying. Like it's kind of, it's tough.
Look at him.
Oh, see, got a jaw-dropping moment here.
Like, because that image of like almost a winged Pegasus is quite stirring. Yeah,
and you know what else though? Let AI make that commercial. It would not feel that. You know what I mean?
It may have. I don't know.
No, it was definitely CG.
I'm telling you right now, it is difficult. It is frustrating to work with AI. You have to write all these prompts, and then it doesn't spit out the right thing you want.
It's difficult to work with.
Okay, well, this is fucking bullshit.
CGI eagles too.
Yeah, but at least you're like in control.
You control it,
and you can. Yeah, you're putting it in and then spitting something out at you, and it's not like you can work within the parameters.
It's like when Nolan wanted to use real bats for Batman Begins, and then they ended up just like CGIing like a bunch. It was like dead bats, and they reanimated them or something. I can't remember what it was. It was ridiculous.
Wait, really? I would love to see the bat handler for that. Just like trying to wrangle all these bats.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
What a cool moment when he fucking had that piercing noise and all the bats came in, and then he was able to run away. Damn, that was cool, dude.
No,
I love that. I love that whole suit.
Back up.
That's the best suit.
Yeah.
My favorite Batman suit.
I'll die on a hill that Batman Begins might be the best one of that trilogy, even though The Dark Knight is amazing.
It is a great Batman movie.
Yep.
And there's this one clip of him where he's like hanging like in a gargoyle or whatever. I think it was with Rachel, and Rachel like maybe zaps him, but he's like on a side and his cape is fluttering, and it lasts for like a few seconds, and I'm like, give me more of that. That's dope.
We'll be here for hours if you want to do that. Okay.
Hey, I believe I tried to get like a Batman ranking going when we first started this here pod. But,
fuck it. We'll do it. We can do it tonight, right now. All right. I'm ready to go. I got sources. Okay.
Let's go. I'm actually wearing my shirt.
What a chill ass episode is it? We haven't even introduced ourselves. Like, fucking. What if this is like one of those movies where like the opening scene is like 45 minutes long, and you're like, oh, that's right.
Welcome back to Punch Truck Nerd, the podcast. At the middle of the fucking thing. No, they got our names at the bottom of the YouTube video.
You guys fucking. If you're watching, you get it by now.
You get it by now. We have. Our metrics are pretty solid. So I feel like you've been here before, you know what's going on. Now we can go into that place where it's just like, we're just hanging out.
It's us, it's you, welcome.
Yeah. That wasn't the only thing that happened at the Super Bowl. Obviously, the trailers happened, the ads happened, the game happened. But in between all of those things, we had a halftime show presented by Apple Music.
Hell yeah.
Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show.
The Benito Bowl.
The Benito Bowl. I just heard about that literally an hour ago.
Yeah.
I thought it was the. I kept thinking of Benny Blanco when they said that, because I thought it was like, oh, did he like compose like something? No. So let's talk about the Benito Bowl. What you guys, who put it in here? Let's talk about it.
I didn't see it. He flipped over, but he did watch it begrudgingly later after Trump said it was awful.
Right.
I just wanted to see how awful. Let me tell you, 2 thumbs down. I didn't understand a fucking word. No, I genuinely, I just rewatched it leading up to the pod, and man, yeah, it's just so well. I mean, first off, so well executed. I'm sure it was frustrating for people in the stands who paid all that money to go and be there. But on an international stage, I'm sure it was quite.
Like on like red carpets and stuff, there's like this term of like when someone's wearing a designer dress and it's like it's like made for the camera or it's made for in person, and sometimes it doesn't always translate to either one. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I think that's what this Super Bowl was. I think when you were there in person, because a lot of people showed clips of like the crowd and it was kind of mild, but I think it played to the camera more than anything. And so
100%.
the home audience, for us at least, I was like, this is a great show. Like, I don't know his songs, I can't understand the language, but I can understand like the vibe we're setting up. And they went from like little like vignette to vignette, you know, and it was like, this is, oh, hey guys, welcome back to the, and so this fucking camera thing is tripping me out. I thought it was such a vibe, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's like towards the end, like his whole, like when he like called out all the countries in North and South America. And then it seems hokey, on paper. And then he's like, holds the football that he's been holding the entire time. And on the backside, it says like, "Together we are America." I fucking teared up. And I was like, I can't believe I'm tearing up at this right now. But I thought it was a really great execution.
And Chris is like, that's MAGA coded, right?
Shut the fuck up. No. Chill. No. And then like he like starts singing this, and like he walks off like with the people. Like, I don't know, there was something, it just felt like, oh, it feels like I'm there, like with them right now, celebrating this moment.
Yeah, it was such a celebration of, culture, but like you said, diversity and all of that too. And it told a bit of a story, which is rare for a Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah.
And we're like, I don't know about you guys, but we got really excited when we saw Lady Gaga, but we also got really excited to see like
Ricky Martin.
Yeah, who was like, again, you didn't know what he was singing necessarily. At least we didn't, but like it was powerful. You could tell he was really just in it, and everybody there was just having such a good time.
I loved it. It kind of made me want to go see one of his shows, but he's not touring here in America. But
right,
I did kind of feel bad.
One day,
he won the Grammy the week before, and someone pointed out that like he purposely like didn't have anyone in his team with him. He was like by himself. He like wore a bulletproof vest, they say. And then at the Super Bowl, you could tell like as he was walking, there was like behind the scenes footage of like once he's walked off the show's over, he's like getting mobbed by all these people, and you could tell he's like really on edge, like kind of just like looking over his shoulder a lot, just trying to get out of there. And it's just kind of like such a bummer that we live in the world we live in right now, where he couldn't like really fully, maybe enjoy that moment as much as one should.
Yeah.
But
there's that video circulating around of him dancing during Lady Gaga's performance.
Loved that.
Where he's just like by himself, because everyone else was gone, but he was just in this corner, just like,
Yeah.
I loved it because he was locked into the performance. You know what I mean? He was just like, just kind of getting yourself staying in the moment.
Rarely has there been such a clear and precisely executed vision of, like I said, kind of like telling a story and giving a performance so deliberate. Grant, I'm not trying to like say that other performers haven't given as much thought or process into their performances, but it just felt like I said, like more of a story and more personal.
Well, it's funny you say that. I feel like the Kendrick Lamar one also kind of told the story, and also had like a kind of a flow to it too. And they're both, in some way both very American.
Yeah.
100%.
And so it seems like back to back kind of, wow.
I'm just regurgitating things I've already read online, but I was surprised to find out that the top 3 most viewed Super Bowls is Kendrick Lamar, right after him, Bad Bunny, and right after him, Michael Jackson. And like Michael Jackson's Super Bowl is like iconic. That was like a massive halftime show. It was like what we get now is because what Michael Jackson did at his show.
Right. I heard he was like just standing there for like 2 minutes, not doing any music.
Yeah.
It was the first time that like the NFL realized that they could do that during the Super Bowl in a way that was like massive. They had shows before that, but it was like that's what turned it into the event that it is today. And what's also crazy is he's just like 1 million shy of views, but he did that in like 1993 where there was no. Hey guys, welcome back to the pod. Where it was like no streaming, no internet. Like people were in their living rooms watching that performance.
Right.
And he's number 3 now. So I love Super Bowl halftime shows. I think they're a lot of fun. I love to revisit them like throughout the year. We should do a ranking of like ones I go back to and watch frequently. But yeah, I thought this was great. This was the first time I felt like I don't understand the language, but I understand what we're doing. And I had a great time. Forrest at one point was like, what's he saying? And I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
I wish I could tell you, man.
Lily was the same, but I was just like, it's just about the vibe and the energy and the celebration and the tune. You don't have to understand what they're saying to not enjoy the music. And I mean, me and Sarah listened to a lot of French and Italian music, generally speaking. And Lily's always just like, I don't want to, but, I get it. You don't understand what they're saying.
All right,
She's like, put on Kid Rock. Have you guys heard about there's like some sports bars that like actually flipped over in the middle of the game to the Toilet Paper USA one? I just was like, ugh, I would not want to do that. Like, I did because like Kristen and Forrest were kind of like not super interested in watching the Super Bowl, and so there was a part of me that was like, maybe I will go to like a sports bar or something and like, enjoy the environment. But we ended up staying home, and I'm glad I did because I got to watch it how I wanted to.
Exactly. Yeah.
Super Bowl. We talked
nachos and wings.
Oh, your plate. Oh, y'all's food looked good, and I liked it because it was like, yeah, this is homemade food. You guys made a good spread. We did a HelloFresh meal, but can I tell you guys, not to plug HelloFresh or anything, that burger was one of the best burgers I've ever had.
Oh yeah, it was
a chimichurri,
right?
Chimichurri burger with a roasted potato salad, and I gotta say, delicious.
Love it.
HelloFresh, sponsor us, okay?
Was it a cold salad or a hot salad?
It was warm.
Yeah. I like a good hot potato
normally,
salad.
HelloFresh is very like, we're doing this thing again. And so almost always it's potato wedges. And this time they were like, take those same potatoes and turn it into a potato salad. And it was like, oh my God, I couldn't eat enough of it. It was delicious.
Awesome.
HelloFresh.
I love that.
HelloFresh.
This podcast is HelloFresh.com for no promo code.
Just
fuck you.
Just ask a friend for one of those 30% off coupons that everyone has.
Super Bowl 60. That was Super Bowl 60. Check out Super Bowl 61 coming next year, February 2027.
That's right.
In Los Angeles, right?
Ed, I do want to. Oh, I'd have to look that up.
Interesting. Man, imagine if I was rich, I could be like, "Let's go to the Super Bowl." It's so funny. The Olympics are coming to LA, and when I first moved to LA, I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to be in a good place where I can actually go to an Olympic event. It's going to be here." It's like, "Don't worry, Luis, you're going to get there." And it's like it's 2 years away. It's not going to happen. So
same with the World Cup this year. You know what I mean? 5 or 6 years ago when they announced that, I put a whole group chat together immediately. I was like, "We're going to go."
Wait, is the World Cup going to be in Colorado? What are you talking about?
It's going to be in the States this year. It's going to be in North America. So it's going to be Canada, Mexico, and the U.S. Do you not know this?
I mean, you know what? Sometimes I like purposely don't want people get hyped up on the internet about shit. I'm like, you know what? I'm out.
Not you, babe.
Don't get me excited about this.
I love it.
I mean, you're quite right. I mean, because we also might end up going into World War III, and it might end up being boycotted anyway.
This is like we're almost to episode 200. Like we should shift our whole vibe and be like, let's talk politics.
Yeah.
You know, fucking like what's the world coming to? You know,
everybody's come up to me and being like, "Oh, there's going to be a World Cup game in Houston," or a couple, in fact. And I was like, "Are you buying tickets?" Like,
they got to be so expensive, you know,
so expensive.
Whoa,
it's this year.
Yes, Luis, are you listening?
No,
Turn on
June
your listening
11th to
ears,
June.
please.
That's like almost near like my birthday, dude.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Wait, is there any LA games? I
Yes.
can't go. Who am I thinking?
Oh, that's
What am I
going to be. Of
thinking?
course, there's going to be.
What am I
Dude.
thinking? I can't afford this. Like, what am I doing? Who
Can
am
you
I?
go
you'll
up
find a way
on
to
the
explain
hill?
it. It'll be okay.
Yeah, can you go on the hill where the Hollywood sign is and like bring some binoculars
Probably
and
get,
just
like,
like watch from afar?
Yeah, I guess I could. Algeria
Okay,
versus Uzbekistan, for like $800.
Do it.
Parking's like $200. Wow, what a game!
Walk. I don't know. You're
That's
a
not
Los
threatening.
Angeles.
That's not threatening, Ed.
Fucking walk.
Walk.
Get out of the car.
8 matches are scheduled at the SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. The U.S. men's national team, USA versus Paraguay on June 12th.
Hey.
I'm just saying.
The quarterfinal, dude. The quarterfinal is July 10th.
Yeah,
Match
but-
98.
Nice.
It's, organizing 39 days of citywide celebration with notable community ambassadors, including Snoop Dogg, Magic Johnson, and Mia Hamm. Dude, Snoop Dogg gets his hands on everything.
Mia Hamm?
Dude. Yeah,
Yeah, the soccer player.
Mia Hamm.
I was about. Okay. Yeah.
Do you not know who Mia Hamm is? She's like one of the world-renowned female soccer players.
Buddy.
American?
Bruh.
Okay,
This is...
Move.
Okay.
move on.
You think I don't know things? Okay.
That's-
Who does she play for? Does she play for the Los Angeles team?
She plays for the winning USA Women's Championship team who win.
When did they win, Louise?
I don't know, dude. I just know that they win.
Okay,
You think I
fuck
remember?
off.
You think we're gonna talk about the Muppet Show? You think I remember all the Muppets episodes?
You didn't even know there was a World Cup coming up in a couple of months, motherfucker.
That matters.
To this conversation, yes.
How many World Cups did the USA Women's win?
Because I was going to say, like the British,
The United
women's
States
team
women's
has,
national team has won the FIFA World Cup a record 4 times.
it's
Suck
great.
it. All right. Let's see. How many times has the British women won?
They definitely won more recently,
The England women's football team has not won the FIFA's World Cup.
but they won the Euro Cup twice back to back.
Okay,
Which,
well,
you
that's
know.
the Euro. Yeah, this is the
No,
world.
come on.
Okay. This is the whole world.
The whole world.
No, I only know that because they always say like, oh, the women's are always better than the men's, and then they get,
I mean, you literally can say the same thing about England too. It's like at least
Well, England has won 2 Super Bowls. They won 2 FIFA World Cups, haven't they not?
they've only won one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sad news.
And they're holding on to that one. You know?
Their dear lives.
Yeah.
We literally have a song that plays every fucking World Cup saying it's coming home. It has not come home since.
1966. Against
1966.
they defeated West Germany. Good job, Ed.
We did it.
I don't know if that was the good side of Germany or the bad side of Germany.
It was closer to the the one closest to Russia was the rougher one. That's how I remember that.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
just
the
like
east
the one
side.
closer. East side, whatever was closest to Russia
East
was the one
side,
dealing with
strong
some real
side.
shit. Yeah. I bet that's how the Germans looked at it too.
Yeah. Spider Noir is coming to Amazon. It's a new live action Spider-Verse series starring Nicolas Cage.
Oh my
And
god! I just
that's
remembered we have a featured discussion. This episode's so long already.
Stop talking, Miguel. Stop talking so much.
No, I mean that's it. So tune in for that. Let's go to our next
I got some
discussion.
pictures. That's why we're talking about it. Just for
I'm just gonna wait till more stuff happens. Like
next time, just tell me that, and I'll delete it. Here, look, I'm going to delete it right
it's
now.
good. I think people who don't know about it should know about it, right?
Yeah, it's coming up. You're right. We don't usually talk about.
I'm just trying to move forward. I guess I'm just trying to for Miguel's
Hurry
sake,
up.
keep moving on.
And then Miguel wants to play Fortnite.
It's wait.
No, it's gonna be Nicolas Cage. If you like him, he's back at it again doing Spider. I think this is the craziest thing. I mean, the fact this is happening.
Yeah.
He had an interesting quote that I read today that was like, He's his character. He's playing at like 90% Humphrey Bogart and 10% Bugs Bunny. And I was like, all right, Nick Cage, dude,
this guy's
I love
crazy,
you, dude.
Nick,
He's gonna do great.
Does he have an Academy Award?
Yes.
Ed
Yes, he does.
for adaptation.
No, he was nominated for adaptation, but he won for
Gone in
Leaving
60
Las
seconds.
Vegas.
Oh.
Leaving Las Vegas.
He
But
won
he's
it.
been not.
Huh?
But no, go ahead.
Tell me.
No, I was just going to say he's been nominated multiple times. Yes.
Okay.
Should have been nominated for Dream Scenario.
Oh.
I was just thinking about that movie last night. I was like, oh fuck, that movie's so good.
Yeah, Ben Sanderson. Great. So let's talk about this now. He's deleted. Fuck it. Send help. This movie new by director Sam Raimi is here. It has Rachel McAdams, Dylan O'Brien, and a lot of coconuts. A woman and her overbearing boss became stranded on a deserted island after a plane crash. They must overcome past grievances and work together to survive, but ultimately, it's a battle of wills and wits to make it out alive. Guys, what do you think about Send Help?
Nose goes.
Go ahead.
I had a great time. I thought this was a really fun movie. I went into it expecting, I don't know why Ed's making that face. I went into expecting a little bit like cliche, beats that we've seen before. Oh, she's the meek, mousy little help, and he's the rude jerk, and he's going to get his comeuppance. But it'll still be good, and I'm hearing good things about it, so I'm sure it'll, be just as tasty. And what we got for me was that was like one side of the coin, and then every time you thought that's how the scene was going to go, they would flip that coin, and it was like, ooh, this is fun. Like I'm having fun with these characters. Both of them were equally awful at times, and I like how they it's like when a movie like puts kids in danger, like Jurassic Park, you know what I mean, and you think, oh, there's actual stakes here, you know what I mean. It's the same thing here for her character. It's like they actually make her bad, and there are times where you actively don't like her. And I was like, there's one point in the movie where I was like, how dare you make me like sympathize with this man. I was like, this guy fucking sucks, and now I'm like worried about him.
Yeah, but he always does something that pulls you back in. You're just like, oh, I do hate you.
No, you are a raging piece of shit. So, no, I had a great time. Oh, and also, I had a pretty good audience. It wasn't a lot of people. There were a lot of empty seats, but the crowd that was there on a Tuesday night were locked in. And so there were a lot of like gasps and, moments of laughter, a couple of applause breaks, like that we were into it. And, I was having a good old time. So,
yeah. I'll go next is that, when it started off, I was like, okay, this is kind of boring. And then it started to pick up. The first thing that got me excited was the shot of a super close-up of the eye and then the super close-up of the tuna on the mouth of Rachel McAdams. And I was like, oh, see, this is interesting. Like, what an interesting shot. Now I'm getting excited a little bit. Now it's not just so basic. And then at the beginning, I was like, oh, well, I feel like in some ways, Rachel McAdams is amazing. But I feel like if you casted somebody else who looks a little bit different, you know what I mean? She's a very pretty and attractive woman, Rachel McAdams. And people are, I just think she does a really good job of it. But then as the movie progresses, you kind of just forget about all that all falls behind. And then when I get to the part about like the boar scene, you start seeing a lot more for me, like Sam Raimi-ness, like Drag Me to Hell. Yeah. There's a moment when she gets cursed by this gypsy woman, and she gets like the main character in the front, and the gypsy woman's it grabs her by the mouth, and she like sticks her mouth into her mouth, and like her teeth fall out. It's like this like horror, disgusting comedy like blend that he does, and he happens with that boar where like the boar's coming at you, and it's like bleeding, and then the snot's like on her face.
It keeps coming, yeah.
Yeah, it's like hilarious because like all the snot coming at you, but it's also terrifying. And it's like, oh, here's the Sam Raimi that I kind of know and love, and
the vomit point, later too is kind of like
the never ending,
yeah.
And so it's like as it keeps going, and then for me it was just like, oh, I don't care what she does, I'm always going to be on her side. And then there was one moment I was like, fuck, okay, I don't know, and but as it kept going, it started like I was here for it. I think it started off pretty basic, and it reminded me of he gave me Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman vibes when she was talking to the bird,
Yes.
And I don't know, I think and overall as a movie it's just like this whole like eat the rich, fuck the people, which I always kind of enjoy. But Ed, why didn't you like Send Help?
Tell us.
No, I did enjoy it. I kind of agree with you, Luis. It took me a minute to find the groove with it. I think it was basically the movie took off for me like once they got on the island, and the stakes were set, kind of thing. But what you find about Sam Raimi is just like those Sam Raimi flourishes that he likes to play with. The quick close-ups that feels so almost like abrupt, but then you're just like, oh, okay. I don't know if you guys noticed the Bruce Campbell cameo at the beginning. No one?
What was it?
Wait, what was it? Tell me.
Okay, so I guess it's to be assumed that
bird? Does he play the voice?
Is he the bird?
Genius. I don't know about that, so you have to look that up. No, so he and for the listeners, is like that's a common thread for all of Sam Raimi's films. Is Bruce Campbell shows up in most of them, if not all. But he, so you, I think you're left to assume that Bruce Campbell was the recently deceased father of the boss guy, and you see his portrait. There's a painting of him in the corner of the office.
Oh, that is him. You're right. Yeah.
I love that Ed was taking too long, and Luis started looking it up. It was like, get to it. Hey guys,
my bad. Sorry. But yes, so I enjoyed that, and just like the random shit like that happens later on, like you kind of spoilers by the way, but like you get that like that scene on the beach where she's hallucinating and or dreaming or whatever, and she sees the dead or who she thought was dead girlfriend or fiance rather, and then all of a sudden you've just got this like corpse that pops up behind her. I was just like, that was such
I love that.
I loved it too, because like, but the people sat next to me were just like, what the fuck is this movie?
Man,
very audibly.
Dude, you're like 3/4 of the movie. If you haven't figured it out, then
hop on board or leave.
I mean, they were laughing, but they were just like, so like taken aback by it. But they were like younger kids. These were the kids who like took up the spots immediately next to me.
Was your theater pretty full?
No, it was. There was a lot of people, but it was spread out.
So why
except for my row, apparently.
You have the best seat. You don't move from your best seat.
You don't move from your best seat, and also I just feel awkward moving deliberately once they're.
No, I'll do it.
Baby, if I got the middle center seat, I ain't moving for nobody.
I will say, I got a great spot during Kill Bill, but there was supposed to be like a party of people next to me that never showed up.
Love
so
it.
The guy that I was like sat next to, kind of like right in the middle, I just moved one spot down after the intermission. I was just like, now we can spread out, bro. And
I would not have waited for that intermission. I would have given it 20 minutes.
I was just trying to be. I'm
not sharing an arm rest with someone. You know what I mean?
I bet you had fun on a plane.
My most recent flight, I accidentally fell asleep on the lady's shoulder next to me. I was I caught it pretty quick, and I was like, "I'm so sorry. I kind of just sleep over this way." She was not mean about it, but she wasn't like warm about it either. You know, she wasn't like, "Oh, it's okay, sweetheart." You know,
Well,
she was
she
just
wasn't
like,
gonna like pat your head and say no. Shh.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. I'll be over here. It's fine."
Anyway, send help.
The airplane sequence, funny enough, is I knew it was about to happen, like the timing wise of it all. It's
Sure.
like, what's a little bumpy ride, guys? Oh, here it comes.
Oh, he's such a fucking cunt.
You know, and yeah. It was very good and fun.
You know, speaking of the plane ride, his like the friend, the golf friend that like got the promotion over her,
Donovan,
when he crawled to her and was like, "Give me your seat," I was like, "Whoa, dude, what a monster, dude!" And I get it, like he's like, it's self-preservation. You want to live, you know. But the fact that he was like, "You get out of my seat," like you get out. Hey guys, welcome to the pod.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, you don't belong here and I do. And it was like this really just like, yes, this is the type of like group that she's stuck with. And that's one of those moments where, again, you're like, I'm always going to be on her team. For me, Luis, you said there was a moment where you were like, I'm not on her team anymore. For me, and I want to hear what yours is. For me, it was the scene on the beach where she was like having that heart-to-heart moment where she was like, I'm a widow. My husband died. He was an alcoholic.
Drunk.
Yeah. He was an alcoholic and he was abusive. And you're starting to feel sorry for her. And it's like very kind of tropey. Like, yeah, of course, these are all the things that would happen to this type of character. And then she goes, and right before he left, like I poured him his last drink. And it was like, oh, you are devious, you know? Yeah. And it was like, that was the moment I was like, yeah, there is no world in which this guy walks away with his life unless he becomes more cunning than her, you know?
Yeah.
And that was the only moment where I started to kind of root for him briefly. Because I was like, ooh, that'd be a fun way for this movie to end, is like if you end up rooting for him by the end of it.
Yeah.
What was your moment where you were like,
it was when his fiance arrives and they're climbing up the hill and she's like, oh, they're across the way. I'm like, oh, I know what you're doing.
Yep.
And the slip happens and I'm just like, ooh, if you're about to murder these people now, that's tough. Like, that's a tougher pill for me to swallow. Yeah. But then, you know, as this movie continued on, you're like, well, we have these two terrible people. And now I'm forced to choose between the two, and I'm going to go back to Rachel. But it was also like still pretty hard. I was very much like, I don't care what she does. She can't do any harm. I'm rooting for her. But that was the time where I was like, well, okay, maybe I wouldn't have like rooted for this, you know?
Well, and I like how there's like 3 different moments in the movie where he like almost gets one over on her, but she's just but she's just a little too smart for it. And I mean, you guys were talking about how it was a little slow in the beginning. And for me, even when they get to the island, it's like very, you know, there's beats that you're like, okay, I've seen this type of movie. I get where we're going. It was like around the hour mark for me, like when I really locked in. And that last, like, what is it, like 20 or so minutes, 25 minutes, like when they're fighting each other, like, and you're like, yeah, kill each other. Like one of you has to die. I was like, this is awesome.
Oh, dude, yeah, when they were ripping the hair off the scalp, dude.
Yes,
and the fucking finger in the eye.
Dude. And
then there's that shot of her when she's in the house and she's like looking for him, and the way it's shot, I'm like, oh no, she's a monster.
The hair up in her face and everything. Yes, it is very monster.
Like she's like a monster.
It turned into like the haunted. Or I was just going to say like a haunted house episode. Like that's what it became. Or
the thing about I think what I love about Sam Raimi is like there's moments where it's like, oh, this is kind of like nothing is really grabbing me, but then when a moment hits, it hits.
Sure.
And he's like, we're locking in on this part, and that was
like, to its credit, I mean, he did that with Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. That movie was pretty forgettable overall, but I can remember key scenes that just was so like, yes, I love this. There should be more of this kind of wackiness to it.
When she's crawling out of that mirror world and she's like,
grabs your, you know,
like,
the flow through all the different multiverses, the musical notes being flung.
Oh my god, loves that.
I know he loves that. Okay, I get it.
I'd say, if we're going to talk real quick about Multiverse of Madness, the only thing I want to talk about that movie is on YouTube. There's this really great video. It's like a music video of Chad Kroeger. You know what I mean? How he sang that song for Spider-Man. Someone edited the shit out of this video.
It's really good too.
Dude, it's so good. We should put it on our story. It's amazing. I'll watch it maybe 3 times a year.
Thank you. Yeah, Sam Raimi done it again, and with Rachel McAdams. I like this little pairing. I hope come back, do it again. Let this be the Yorgos Emma Stone pairing.
I don't know about that.
I felt like the whole way through though. I was feeling like I just wish she
Emma
had
Stone
more.
was here? Oh.
No, I wish Rachel McAdams just had more of his meteor. And don't get me wrong, I think she's had a fantastic career, but I feel like people are always just like, oh, surprised by Rachel McAdams, but she's been great for a long time,
for basically ever.
She give us some like real juicy stuff like this. She's capable of a lot more than people give her credit for. But I enjoy it. Just was like a fun role for her, especially with where that character ends up. And Dylan O'Brien, credit to him, he does a good job playing a massive douchebag. And just that dynamic between the two of them of pulling your attention one way or another, like who's going to do what next, or like.
Are they going to get close or not? Are they going to fuck,
exactly?
Or are they not?
Are they finally is he going to just get to grip with the situation and come on board? But the stakes are constantly changing, which I enjoyed about it for sure. But they both played so well. Like you were saying, it's like you there are constant little handoffs of
who's going to be the worst one.
Right, and who you're rooting for, really. I literally. I think my biggest complaint about the movie is just I felt like a lot of the visuals let it down. Visual effects. I mean,
that cliff looked really CGI.
Really CGI, very stagey. Even some of the fighting at the end, the wounds. I just felt like, oh man, knowing Sam Raimi as a director who's used practical effects to especially to portray gore and violence. I felt like they just missed it. They could have. I would have relished it more if they had gone more practical with it, but hey ho.
When she's at the very end and she's at that golf course or whatever, I would have liked to have seen a mark on her eye or something. You know what I mean? Something that where she's lied about what's happened,
something a hint,
but something that we know is permanent.
I love that. Yeah.
But she has that little look.
I had just trailed off at the end or something.
Yeah. But I mean, kind of though. Yeah.
I mean, it would have been funny, and you as the audience are in on the secret.
Yeah, exactly. For talking about Dylan O'Brien, there were 2 moments that I really enjoyed from him. One was when he finds his fiance's hand in the sand. I thought that was a really good moment from him. It was one of the only times where I was he feels like a character that, even though he's a fucking jackass, he did seem really upset by that. And then that moment where he's, for the final time, you think he's really going to win her over, because he was winning me over, was I love you.
At the house?
And yes, dude. When he said that,
I was don't believe his bullshit. He's bullshitting.
I was he's selling the shit out of this. I was this is really good. I'm loving this moment. I was a little drunk. I was oh god, this is this is so good. And the way she was oh, I love you too. And I was yes, now fucking break. What? Come on, let's get that moment. And then he tries to shoot her. And it's so good.
That last shot from the POV of the golf club, I really enjoyed that, as it came down and then cut straight into it. That's all you needed to know.
Yeah.
As far as that scenario, you're just yes, you could have had a moment of more, again, more violence and stuff, but no, that was a nice little flourish to just cap off the rest of the movie.
And shout out to the. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, shout out to the prop department on this one because when I saw that knife for the first time, I was like, God damn, that's a nice knife handle. Like, are you sure that just rolled up on the shore?
Right.
I was like, I could believe it that it would roll up on the shore, but man, that grain on that knife, very nice.
Looked too good.
And then when it got revealed, they were like looking through the silverware. I was like, oh fuck, that's such a good like little Easter, like, you know, foreshadowing.
Her finding the boat, I was like, oh yeah, that would be, you know, like she's like, and then I like the moment of her being like, I'm not ready to be found. So there was kind of like a believability of her not like shouting out like help or whatever, because she had this like power on the island. But then later when they revealed that there's been this house the entire time and she knew about that, that was like, oh my God, you devious bitch. Like this was so much more than, you know.
But she also went her whole life without this kind of lifestyle, and he lived it so easily that it was like, for once in my life, I'm going to live that way. And, you know, whatever. I become the monster that I hated or whatever. But you know what? Sometimes,
you know, we're getting this
content.
Like last few years, we're getting these movies that come out January, February that are actually kind of good, you know? It's like giving me something to like enjoy, because it's always, that's the trope, right? Like, oh, that's where all the dumb movies go. But what got me into the seat here was word of mouth. You know, word of mouth was really good. So I did appreciate that for this.
You know what I think it is like, for a time when we're all like, when the movies are so scared to make a mistake and everything is so kind of predictable and franchisable or whatever, that's all summer stuff. But all this stuff, it's like, well, we're going to take a chance. We're not sure if it's going to hit or not. So let's put it January, February. So a lot of like the movies that are taking chances or doing something new or trying something are now hitting that January, February place, which is cool. Because it's like, okay, what other crazy
especially with that New Year lull that most studios expect. So like you drop like a big name like Sam Raimi. You've also, you know, you got those movie fans who might just like show up just to show up for Sam Raimi. Then you've got, you know, people who just like enjoy a good horror, which again is prime time at the beginning of the new year.
Primate, that was also like a movie. I haven't seen it, but I hear good things about it, like from the horror fans. Like they thought it was like.
And then word of mouth, like, when people are just like, there's nothing really out right now, but then people are saying like all this good shit about Send Help. I think there's like enough people in my theater on a Tuesday night, you know, where most theaters would be dead, and like it was a lively crowd. Like people were laughing and like gasping at the right moments. Like it was hitting. So I think, you know, January is not like the worst spot in the world. So, or end of, I guess it was January 30th.
Times have changed, you know.
Yeah.
Send Help now available in theaters. Check it out.
Check it out.
What we're into is the part of the show where we talk about what we're into.
I'm more interested to hear what Ed has to say, to be honest, but I'll do mine really quickly. I'll just say that, and I kind of mentioned it to both of you separately, that I started playing Alan Wake 2. I've never played the first game. I might go back and do that depending on how much I like this one. This is, there has been a murder in this small town, and you're playing like the FBI agent in charge of solving the crime. And there's all these like the mechanic of the gameplay of like solving the crime has been really fun. Like you have this room you go to inside of your head. It's like this like principle she follows, and it's like she closes her eyes and she can envision like the case board and the notes and things like that. So she's like solving the case as she goes. And I'm just having a really great time with it, to be honest. It's gruesome. It's supernatural. I definitely I'm very early into the game right now. I had to look it up because I was curious, and it said the gameplay is usually about 20-ish hours. I marked on there streaming versus download. I didn't realize this, but I've been streaming the game. I forgot I was doing that. It's not actually downloaded to my PlayStation, so I was like, well, Luis had a great idea of like you stream the game for a little while, then you can download it if you decide you want to take up that space. And that's when I saw it was 100 gigs. And then just to be cheeky, I wrote that it only took 13 minutes for me to download that, so I was having a great time with that.
Ed
Classic
takes
Ed's
2
on
hours
listening.
to download 2 gigs. You know?
I know.
Wait, so it's a 20-hour? That's how long it takes to beat 20 hours?
Yeah. And I'm
That's
only in
not
the
that bad.
first.
I
I'm
thought
only
you
in
were
the
20
first
hours
hour.
in.
No,
Okay.
no. I wish. That was what I was telling Ed is because it is so gruesome. It's not a game that
I'm looking up the game. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's not a game that I can just like readily play. Like if I'm playing Fortnite and he comes down and watches me play, it's like, oh, it's not the end of the world. They're cartoons, you know.
Yeah.
So I have to kind of wait for him to be asleep so I can play this game. But then when that happens, I'm usually wanting to play Fortnite with you guys. But it's been a lot of fun so far. My only kind of just like surface level complaint is like the voice acting feels like I'm acting right now. And sometimes that kind of takes me out of it, but I'm just trying to kind of dive into the world and let it wash over me a little and just be like, you know, if that's all I can complain about so far, that's not too bad.
And the man's name is Alan Wake.
So that's what I don't know. He's the character from the first game. So he's like the writer or something. That's the other thing is in the middle of her solving this case in the opening level or so, they find like a manuscript that's like been typing out exactly what they've been doing. And so it's like someone is able to like see.
I think there's some more things you're going to get to where it might change the structure.
Yeah. And I'm all about that right now. I'm like, okay, I'm liking getting into it. It's like the second level I played, all of a sudden it got super natural, like all of a sudden. And I was like, whoa, I was not expecting that. And so now it's like, okay, if the structure is going to change over the course of the game, like I imagine we're going to dive into this like craziness. So, I'm having a good time, enough that I downloaded it to play. So I actually told Kristen, I was like, I kind of think you would like this because like something about solving this murder seems like something you would be into. And she's like, I don't know. I don't want to spend my free time playing video games. So I was like, okay, fair enough. But I'm enjoying it. My PlayStation was like, oh, these are the people who play this game. And it was like Luis, a couple other people that are on my friends list. And I was like, Luis, you played this? And he was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember playing it, but
he was like, I have it downloaded, I guess, or something. I don't know.
Maybe I have it downloaded.
I solved the mystery on a drunken binge one night.
Like, that was a while back.
Yeah. Just get me drunk again and I'll figure it out. Oh, yeah.
What really also excited me is that I was like, I have heard of Alan Wake. I know it's a very popular game and that the sequel was also well received. And it was one of the games of the month, like a month or two ago, I think. Or it's on Game Pass. It's one of the two. And I was like, well, I'll jump into it. And I pulled a Luis where I was like, I'm not going to play the first game. I'm just going to jump right in and see if I like it. And it hooked me kind of right away. So the game I'll be playing for a while and I'll keep you updated. I'll let you know. I'll probably finish it right around the same time I finish Outlander. You fucks. I've been getting bullied about Outlander this week. But anyway, that's all I want to talk about.
We have a very different definition of what bullying is, but
you know, coming from you, that does make sense because we do bully you a lot, you know. And now the moment I get slighted, I'm like, guys, we don't need to be this way. We're all friends, okay? Wait, we actually like each other, I promise.
We're still doing this. We're nearly 200 episodes in. We're still doing it.
Yeah, come on, guys. We're BFFs. We've been in everyone's wedding. Come on. We don't have to talk together with this. Outlander's good. But no, what I really want to talk about, and maybe Ed wants to wait until after Luis goes, but he's got some sort of. I want to hear what this surprise
Luis, what are you doing
is.
with your time?
Fortnite. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm doing with my time. I'm doing Fortnite. I am playing WWE 2K25 because next week I'm going to play WWE 2K26 with some wrestlers. So when we do our podcast next week, I'll be in Connecticut, and I'm going to the headquarters.
Christ.
I know. I'm going to the headquarters of WWE, and I'm going to play against two of them.
That's pretty cool.
I had no idea that the headquarters was in Connecticut.
I know, kind of random, isn't it?
It is random, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll be there, and then
that's where that original.
Remember.
Never mind. Go ahead. It's not good.
So I've been trying to get good again. I'm like, okay, yeah, I have to remember how to do this again. So I've been playing that, and then I've been watching The Burbs on Peacock.
Oh, nice. Is it good?
Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, it's like an easy, fun watch. It's like a creepy little mystery. It has something. It doesn't have a really connection with The Burbs, the movie, which I love.
The movie? Okay.
Yeah, I love the movie. And there's no real connection. It's just the idea of there's a creepy house. What is it about? And what's it called? Keke Palmer, isn't it? I love Keke.
Love her.
So, and it's like, it's not like gonna change the world, but it's like an easy kind of watch. So it's definitely like, if you're into that, you're into it. If you're not, then you're not going to be. I've been keeping up with Traitors, which I think both of y'all would love.
Okay, which is not
Peacock. It is
Taskmasters.
Not
Those are two different things.
They are two different things.
Are you kidding with me? Are you kidding with me right now?
No, every time we talk about Traitors
was Taskmasters.
I think, and still today think they're the same thing.
Just Taskmaster.
Like all this time, Ed is like, I've been watching this because
it's cleaner.
Because Traitors is welcome back to the pod. Traitors is a UK show, and so that's what
it's a Dutch show that then became an Australia UK show that now is America.
Okay, I understand. In my mind, every time Ed's been talking about Taskmaster, I'm like, oh, that's the show he's watching.
No.
And then
I wrote this up to pitch it to you. I feel like we could all get behind Traitors, gothic vibes, Alan Cumming being fabulously theatrical. That's for you, Ed. And tense reality drama. Okay?
Yeah.
Bro. Gothic, Alan Cummings, tense drama, people being bitchy, and a game.
Yeah,
fuck, dude, this shit's fucking great. And there's only like 3 or 4 seasons of US. Like, just get on board. I have a really good time with it. And then what else? And that's pretty much it. Yeah, fuck it. That's it.
Can I just say? I really don't have any problem with watching Traitors. I keep hearing obviously good things about it. Naturally, I want to watch the British one. But I will say, if I watch Traitors, will you give Taskmaster a watch?
What is Taskmaster?
He's explained this.
Okay, so Taskmaster is kind of a...
Be quick with
fucking it. I'm bullying you.
I know.
I'll take the bullying on this one, but just give me the broad strokes. Hurry, Ed. Tell me what it is.
Okay,
don't look it up. Just tell me with your words.
Okay, it's a game show featuring usually 5 celebrities. It kind of starts off more so with comedians, but kind of just more TV personalities. Anyway, the competition is each episode they are given a series of tasks that they either have to do individually or sometimes as groups, and these are given out by said Taskmaster, played by Greg Davis, and Alex Horn, who is his assistant. And basically, the challenge of the tasks is basically how everybody, each individual approaches said task. Okay. And sometimes it could be the picture that I sent you guys last night. The screenshot was the task was you have like such and such time to make the best water feature using just like household items and stuff like that, and you have so much time to do it, and just like how people interpret that or how they go about doing that is what that's where the hilarity unfolds.
Got it.
And I emphasis on hilarity because there's not an episode where I thought like, oh yeah, that was like okay episode. No, every fucking episode is hilarious.
Okay. I'm starting to understand now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like this is the type of thing where it's like if we were just in the same city, we could just go to your house and then be like, I'm gonna put on Taskmaster, and then me and Miguel would be like, okay. And then we would like get into it. You know, like that's the kind of thing that we need that we don't have. And that's the problem.
It is such casual viewing.
And like we're just wasting our lives away living separately. All right, Ed, what are you doing next?
Taskmaster is also free on YouTube. You can watch the entire series.
I pay for YouTube, so I'm happy to do that.
Me and Sarah are on series 8.
Damn, Ed, that was bright as hell. Ed, how are you enjoying Knights of the Seven Kingdoms?
The one show I really wanted to talk about is The Muppet Show. They're back on Disney Plus. They did a special live show produced by Seth Rogen, and it starred Sabrina Carpenter, Maya Rudolph, somebody else.
But having an affair, and because she's with P.T. Anderson and she's having an affair with a Muppet.
With a Muppet. Yeah,
she's like, fuck PTA. I don't care that he made one battle after another.
Do you see a ring on my finger? No. But no, it was such a fun laugh. As somebody who grew up with the Muppet Show, I don't know if you guys did, but I enjoyed it as a kid. It was just like a fun family thing that we could watch. I thought it captured the essence of it. It was fun to just see the shenanigans. Sabrina Carpenter was like a perfect collaborator for that kind of show. It had a laugh track, which was confusing Lily a little bit. She was like, "What was funny about that?" I was just like, "Well, it's just kind of like slapstick humor, kind of thing."
Yeah, well, it seemed a little canned to me because I saw it too, the Muppet Show.
Okay, and it totally was like, so it wasn't all, but like I got it. You know what I mean? I felt like they had the right vibe. But the show I was really going to talk about, Miguel made me put a pause on Euphoria. Had to catch my breath a little bit, which I've started season 2 already. But no, the show I have been talking about catching up on, and I finally did catch up. No, I've not mentioned that show once, and nor shall I.
What is it?
He says Patooey. I know Steven's been talking about it, but fuck you.
I mean, but more so just like fuck the whole like Game of Thrones universe right now. But no, I've finally caught up with The Studio, which Miguel doesn't give a shit about. But I
love that. I love
Euphoria for you and The Studio for you.
Miguel, you see The Studio, right?
Yeah. It's just not what was on my radar. I was just like, what? I thought it was this fun, exciting show that he was going to tell us about. Of course, The Studio is great. Show. Of course, The Studio is great.
You know what, Ed? Tell me, did you love The Studio or no? Were you like, this is bullshit?
I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was so much fun. I love the pacing of it. Every like topic that was tackled with each episode tickled me. The
casting for the Kool-Aid, like that whole episode was really funny.
The whole episode was great.
The note for the movie, like all of this is like super funny.
The note was great with all the cameos that are so fun too. I really enjoyed the war between the Saperstein whatever guy and the other assistant or whatever. I think it was just called The War or something. I don't know, but they're like fighting to get their individual director, the director of Smile 2, to direct Wink or something like that. I thought that was fucking hilarious. Catherine O'Hara's great. Fucking Bryan Cranston having a great time. Fucking Dave Franco just kind of
that Dave Franco scene in the end. I was like falling over. It was so fucking funny to me.
It was hilarious. A good old-fashioned Hollywood party or buffet. Good old-fashioned Hollywood buffet, man. No, it was so much fun. The energy of it is a lot of fun. The little nods to certain things. The doctor's like function where
I'm saving lives as I'm making movies.
Yeah.
I love that he.
It is hard. What are you talking about?
I love that he kept to that. He kept that point all the way to the end of that episode where he like didn't let go.
Basically, the Golden Globes one was great too.
Which one?
The Golden Globes one, where he like out of his way to get thanked.
Well, did you now like when I forget what award season it was, but people were thanking Sal Saperstein in the actual real world. When they were receiving rewards, I forget if it was for the Emmys or something like that.
Right.
But like, I think 8 people legitimately was like, I think you saw Saperstein actually did it, and which is really fun. Basically, if you love movies and you don't like it, then you're a garbage person.
You're stupid. Yeah. I liked the show.
I really just wanted to get Miguel's.
No, fuck you. I liked the show. I was like, what's this like exciting thing that, and just like The Studio wasn't what I was thinking. I was hoping it was The Bear. I was hoping it was like, you said Euphoria, and that like lit me up last week, and I wanted something like that. It's like, of course you like The Studio. Like, it's like made for you, Like, it doesn't surprise me. You know what I mean? It's like if I came out and I was like, oh, that secret thing I watched, it was Avengers. And you're like, yeah, of course you like Avengers,
There's some really cool behind the scenes stuff too about like how they were able to, because there's a lot of oneers, and especially that second episode, which is just basically a oneer.
A oneer,
There's a lot of like cool ways that they're able to like film everything. Like there was the one where they were trying to give a note to Alphabet City, and the way that the camera like basically like floats from like person to person over the fucking table. You're like, I don't know how they did this, It's great.
No, it's a film lovers show. It's like
a film lover. If you love
supports
film and like all those
and
little
celebrates
things,
the craft.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Love it.
And Hollywood loves a good Hollywood show.
Yeah.
About Hollywood, and it's got all the man. I'm jealous of like all. I never thought there would be a day where I said this, but like I'm jealous of all of Seth Rogen's outfits, all of his fucking cars. He's got all these classic cars that look great.
Yeah.
It was a really fun ride, and I only it was only like kind of a bit from last week's because I had kept Euphoria hush hush, but maybe one day I will watch it there. Maybe one day I'll come out and say, and guess what? I just watched all 20 seasons of Outlander, and it sucked. I'm just kidding.
No, he's gonna love it, Miguel. He's gonna love it.
Also,
it's set in Scotland. How could I not like it?
What's funny is I don't want to talk about it. Okay,
how can I? But we actually don't. Have these feelings. You're just getting yourself riled up about it.
The thing is, it's like I don't even really love the show like that. But it's like I've committed to watching it, so now I want to see it through. And this is the last season.
You
so
sure
it's like,
about that? You sure about that?
You guys haven't seen me. I haven't complained. Maybe it's been a while since for an Outlander update. But the last apparently it's going through a Game of Thrones situation where they ran out of books. And the last 3 seasons, they've just been writing their own thing. And so I don't want to talk about it right now. All right.
And you felt it? Like you felt it was going downhill?
It started to be like characters were making choices that it's like, I don't think that character would make this choice. But then also the story would just drop a point. It would just be like, we're done with that. And they were like, well, then why did I spend 3 episodes building up to this and it meant nothing, Or like a character will all of a sudden profess their love. And you're like, what? Like, no, this is not the direction these characters would go in at all. I don't want to talk about it right now. Fuck you.
Wow, guys, what an episode.
What a fucking episode.
I can't believe it.
Yep.
Wuthering Heights is coming out this weekend.
Are you guys going to see it?
No.
Are you really not going to see it, Miguel?
No.
You watch Outlander.
So Outlander's at home. I'm not going to the theater.
Hot people hanging on the moors.
You're so funny. It's like the thing that you could like exactly love, and it's somewhere else. You're like, no, why would I ever?
Why the fuck would I ever?
In an alien TV show.
Let me tell you. But let me shut the fuck up. But when would I ever be like Outlander's the show? I got roped into that, and I ended up liking it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go out of our way to go see Wuthering Heights. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Can I rope you into that?
No. The other thing is like I'm not gonna go see a movie that's intentionally horny because I'm not gonna get horned up in a theater. You know what I mean? They killed Pee-wee for that. All right, I'm not doing that shit. Okay.
Nobody's asking you to whip your dick out and start beating it, man.
Yeah, but I don't control that. All right.
Kristen go to see it. You don't control that.
I'm sorry. That's a bodily function. It's natural.
No hands. No hands.
I mean, you guys never know hands? All right. Fuck it.
Show me the way.
No, yeah, I don't know if I'll be. I don't know. Who knows it? I mean, I don't know if Sarah wants to see it, but I mean, I am curious about the whole situation. You know what I mean?
Me and Sarah, I kind of just like literally rope Sarah into it. Just like you're seeing this. I got the 2 tickets for IMAX. What are you going to do? Say no?
She could.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. It's good. Just because, I have no expectations of it going in other than like I enjoy Emerald Fennell's movies so far, and I just hope it's as fun as the other 2 have been. Visually, it looks great, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, no, I got tickets to actually go see this movie called Nirvana, the band, the TV show, the movie.
Oh yeah,
and it's a Q&A. I told you about this. Remember, and you guys were like, I never heard of this movie. And I was like, watch out for this movie.
Ever since that, I've been seeing the reactions to it.
I don't think that's how that conversation went, but yeah.
Oh, okay. You know what? Let me log it up. You want to log it up?
You did go, I'm hearing a lot of really good things about it, and this is the buzz. And I think we were just like, yeah, okay.
No, you were like, what is that? And you were especially like, I don't know, I'm into that. And then I was like, you should get into it. And you're like, I don't know. And that's what you said to me.
Okay.
I can't wait to scroll back and look.
You can search, Ed. You don't have to.
Wait, can you? What?
You don't have to scroll, Ed.
Yeah.
Wait,
what an episode! What an episode!
What an episode, guys! Tune in next week. We're going to talk about a bunch of shit. Until then, it's been me, Luis Gonzalez,
including Wuthering Heights,
Miguel Sanchez,
and Ed Bull.
That's it.